It's the Walkins. I'm going ham, and you know what we do on the show? We strive to give working artists and creators a platform for them to continue developing their art, and you, yes, you, the avid fans, a wholesome experience, and that comes in form of an interview, a show. What else do we do? We do a media tour and a whole bunch of other stuff to expose you to Kenyan talent and awesome talent as a whole. This season on the Walkins we're focusing on startups, as you know, and this week we're touching on outsourcing. And what I'm asking you guys is, do you realize the value of outsourcing and what role has it played in your life? So jump in the comments below, let us know what. Hey, today on the show we got somebody we've been talking for a minute, been meaning to get him on the show, Malkizy.
Hey, what to do, man, yo?
Freshest nigga in the game.
Come on, my G, come on. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you, man?
I'm easy. Karibu sana Walkins.
Thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure to be here, no cap.
Awesome. Before we dive into the other questions,
yeah.
This season we're focusing on startups on the Walkins, and this week we're talking about outsourcing. Has there ever been a time in your career where outsourcing really did a lot for you and pushed your career further than maybe something that you've been able to do for yourself?
Yeah, personally, I feel like when I started rapping and when I started making music, I felt kind of stuck, to be honest, because I was going to studios and the production that I was paying for, in my eyes wasn't as good as I felt we could get from any other part of Africa, even UG. I felt like UG had better stuff. So I got my manager came through, shout out my manager, shout out 419, and he started reaching out to international producers to send me beats.
Yeah.
And people like to say In Time is my blow-up track, and that beat was made by Kenny Beats. Shout out Kenny Beats, he's from West Africa. So you can see like it really helped push me in the early stages, like it set the foundation of what I'm building my career on right now. So yeah, it really did. Yeah.
Now for those out there who don't know Malkizy, when I play somebody a jam, or let's say somebody asks me, who's doing something, say Malkizy, then maybe you go through your Instagram and be asking, yo, is he Kenyan or whatnot? So just tell the people, give them a little history about your background, where you're from.
True. Yeah, Malkizy is a Kenyan-German rapper, but like I've spent 75% of my life here in Nairobi. I grew up in Nairobi. Like that's what's influenced me. Like I speak Swa, Nonga Swa like any other guy, Nonga Sheng, Missy Barbie, the way guys think I'm a Barbie. Like the skin color is just as bullshit, man. Like deep within, like, you know, I'm as Kenyan as it gets, no cap. Yeah, I also get that question a lot, like, because I study in Germany, so I'm not here all the time. Okay. But like whenever I touch down to Lendelea, like we never stop. Like, you know, it's like where we left it off is where we pick it off, man. You know, yeah, no cap. Yeah.
Alright, so for those of you who've been asking, at least
I'm Kenyan. No cap.
Yeah. What first inspired you to start getting into music?
Into music. It's a long story. Basically, music has always been in my family. My dad was an artist himself. He used to play the guitar when I was young, and I remember he used to push me. He was like, "Learn the guitar," but me, I had enough time. Shout out Kahush. I had enough time to learn how to play the guitar, and so he later realized that I really, like, when I'd listen to a song like a few times, I'd understand the lyrics and like know the song off it. And he was like, "Yo, like you pick these lyrics up so quickly. Why don't you just start rapping?" And so yeah, my dad really supported me, and my mom also supported me. And so like when I reached high school now, is when now my homies. Let me tell you, my homies were getting like all the baddest shorties. This is in here. I went to Peponi in Nairobi, and so I was like, hey, if I'm also trying to be on this level in terms of getting shorties, so let me do something, you know. So I started rapping. We shikanad 3 guys, called it IMK. That was Ian, Malkizy, and Kyle. Like, yo, we were the hottest guys in school, but the hottest niggas, you know. And so that's what really like pushed me. And luckily, my parents were very supportive. Like the other two guys had to drop out of the rap group because their parents weren't into it. But my mom was like, yo, keep going. Like, I mean, who's gonna be the next, like, you know, big artist if one of you guys doesn't do it? And so I was like, yo, like, I really did it and I pushed it, and like, yeah, the rest is history, bro.
Hey, shout out your parents, man.
Shout out, man. Yeah, man. Like, it's important to have parents who support your craft, because especially in Africa, you know, it's like taboo to go home and be like, I want to be an artist. You know, it's hard. So if you have a parent who supports you, don't take that shit for granted, man. Like, use them, maximize trust. Like, if they can pay for a music video, if they can pay for studio time, use it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And if they can't, it's also not bad. If they can't, just grind, man. It's a hustle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just keep it going.
Eventually in high school, did your plan work of getting the
Yo, funny story. So we made our SoundCloud. You know, SoundCloud, shout out. SoundCloud is where all of us came from, you know. So we made our SoundCloud. We dropped our first track called Tokyo. Like, we were like recording with earphone, these Samsung earphone, the mic. So the quality was trash. But my homie Kylo, shout out Kylo, he mixed it quickly on GarageBand and he posted it in the whole school. Like, we woke up the next morning, guys were bumping it in the showers, guys were bumping it in the sports field. Like, we felt like that was celebrity status already.
That's dope. You recently dropped To The World.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
I appreciate it.
I really vibe with it. What are you presenting to the world with the project?
Bro, let me tell you, like, To The World was actually I didn't even want to drop To The World, to be honest. Like, it's like when first of all, I couldn't decide on a rap name. Like, I wasn't happy with Malkizy at first because I felt embarrassed when guys would be like, yo, what's your name? I'd be like, Malkizy. So like, I want to change my rap name and self-title it. But then I realized that, yo, let's stick with Malkizy. Like, I mean, like, eventually people will stop thinking it's stupid and they'll think it's fire. And so I stuck with Malkizy. And then one of my boys was like, bro, like, you're giving a piece of yourself in your music. And so I was like, yeah, like, let's just call it To The World. Like, it was, shout out my homie Kenny, he's the one who came up with the name.
Nice.
And I went along with it, yeah.
And what did the name Malkizy originate from?
Malkizy actually originated from when I was back in high school. I just came fresh from, I did IGCSEs, fresh from year 9, jumped into A-levels, into high school, and I met this girl called Telsi. She was like my best friend, man, my ride or die. And she was like, yo, Malcolm's too long. Like, how you trying to be a rapper and you're long, and your name is like 7, 8 letters, bro. And I was like, you actually have a point. So she was like, all right, I'll go sleep over it, come back with a few nicknames, and she came with the weird nicknames, like say your name backwards, cut it into half, Malk, I don't know, say the last 3 digits of your name, and we were like Malkizy, and I was like, hey, Malkizy, Malkizy, and that shit sounded fire, bro. And ever since then, yeah, I just took it, literally, bro.
And recently you featured on Boss Deconstructed, and I gotta say, your episode was
Boss Deconstructed.
And we got to learn a few things about you.
Yeah.
You broke down the lyrics for Nike, of course.
True.
And we learned you only wear Nikes, you don't wear Adidas.
Nikes, bro. No Adidas.
For the walking part, why don't you rock no Adidas or anything else?
Nah, you see, the thing is, like, I have no problem with rocking Adidas, bro. But there's just something about Nikes, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, I feel some type of way when I see a new shoe with a tick on it, with a check, like, that's happiness, bro. And so, like, yeah, Nikes, bro.
You don't own any pair of Adidas?
I do. I have the NMDs. I have yours as well. I have one pair of these with the red and blue stripes, Equity. I have a few Adidas, but like, I mainly will rock Nikes.
You also showed off your AP. Like, how did you come across those? Because they're expensive ones.
Let me tell you, to be honest, like, the Richard Mille, pulling that out of my bag, I didn't even know. It was like a surprise to me as well. When we were doing the Boss Deconstructed, I was just like, I just looked in my bag and I was like, oh, you want to see the Richard? Like, it was, I didn't even know it was there. I don't know, I'm very fortunate. Like, my parents, I wouldn't say we're not rich, but we're well off, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I don't know, it's a blessing from God to to have parents who are financially like stable and
Cutting Ties just dropped.
it dropped 2 days ago.
What else are you up to? What else can you expect from Malkizy?
For me personally, when I started making music, I remember reaching out to creatives who at the time I looked up to, because I just started high school and like I just brainstormed. I just went on Google and typed hottest upcoming Kenyan artists, and it gave me names: Kina Munene, Kina Jovi, Kina Tayo, Kina Shapa, like all these guys who are already like giants in the game. You know what I'm saying? And so I reached out to some of them. Some of them got back to me. Some of them didn't get back to me, and that I felt like not rejection, but like the fact that these people didn't get back to me meant I wasn't good enough. And so I know what it feels like as an upcoming artist you have good content, you're talented, you want to put your stuff out there, but like you don't have the help. And so I'm really working on empowering young artists. Like I have tracks with RK, shout out my boy RK. I have some tracks, I have a track with Sambo Loaded, shout out Sambo. Charlene, she's amazing. She's gonna be like the next big thing, no cap. So like I really don't want to let these guys go through what I went through. So if you're young, if you're talented, if you have whatever you feel like you got the heat, you got the flow, just send me a DM, man. Like I'll help push your stuff for you, no cap.
What else are you up to outside of music?
Side of music, side of music, there's a lot of things I do on the side, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to build, I'm trying to like start my own TV show, hopefully.
What?
Which is in the works. Okay. Yeah, no one knows about this. It's top secret, exclusive information for the walk-ins. You know.
What is it gonna be about?
So we're gonna be. It's yet again to give upcoming artists a platform. So I partnered with my studio. Shout out Studios, the hottest studio in Nairobi, and we're gonna get some big sponsors coming. So we're gonna get like upcoming artists to come into the studio, camera crew, lighting, everything, and you're gonna have your 7 minutes of fame. And it's gonna be called the Mic Gym, and like you have 7 minutes to impress. So you pick 3 beats, send them to us, write your bars, come like rap, and we're gonna push it. Like we're gonna start pushing the content out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, hey.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we got guys like Jerome, we got guys like Nene K on it, and Swahili Papi, but we're still shooting as we speak.
Crazy.
Yeah.
When can we expect to see that?
We're gonna start dropping the vids end of October, beginning of November.
Right,
yeah.
So pretty soon.
Pretty soon, man. Tune in.
Yeah, guys, make sure you look out for that.
No cap.
Any new projects, music-wise?
Yeah, I'm actually, as we speak, I'm working on my second studio album. It's gonna be called Final Hour, because I feel like this one's actually like, this is the last studio album I'm gonna drop before like blowing up. No cap, I'm gonna say it again. Like I dropped to the world with high expectations that didn't work out for me properly. Now this one, like bro, the time, the commitment, the effort, the features, this one is gonna be the one. So it's the final move, it's the final move on the chess table. Right. That's why it's called Final Hour.
Any dates?
I'm not ready to like disclose a date, but like it should be out in November. Look out for that in November.
Right.
Yeah.
You already know what to do.
That's it.
I know a lot of rappers, a lot of Kenyans, a lot of Nairobians.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be wearing a lot of fake shit. Mix and match anything which don't to exist.
Yeah.
But you keep it clean, you keep it nice and swaggy.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Leave these guys with a fashion tip. Tell them.
Bro, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, do what works for you. Like, if whatever you're doing is working and people are recognizing you, keep doing it. But for me personally, I try to keep it as simple as possible, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why, like, just a simple t-shirt, simple sweatpants, shoes, and a bag, and a watch, and like, I'm good, bro. But like, don't overdo it. If you overdo it, that's when people start talking too much. Like, when you're dressed in like so many designer brands, like you're wearing Balenciaga shoes, Gucci headbands, you have a Fendi bag, you're wearing Bape, you're wearing, I don't know, Palm Angels tracksuits. Like, if you're wearing too much at once, there's sort of a clash. Like, just keep it elegant and simple. The shorties like it too.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you heard it.
You heard it. Keep it simple, man.
Yeah, now for the guys out there who want to get a hold of your music,
yeah,
they want to reach out to you on social media.
Yeah. Yo, definitely, bro. You can follow me on Instagram at Malkizy Official. You can just type Malkizy and it'll come up. You can follow me on Soundcloud at Malkizy. Catch me on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube as Malkizy. So basically it's just Malkizy everywhere. You can catch me on Twitter as well at Malkizy. So it's just Malkizy all the way, bro.
Malkizy?
Yeah.
So at the end of every season of The.walkins, we usually have a listening soiree. We bring all the guests we had on the show to come together and just have a small vibe, perform to the fans, and I think we can finally see you're part of the list now, and people can look forward to seeing you again this season. So
Wavy, definitely. I'm gonna come. We're gonna shut it down, just like the way we shut down Drip Fest. Whatever we do, we shut it down. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna kill it. Trust. We're gonna kill it. No cap.
So
No cap.
you already know where I'm going ham.
That's it, bro.
Kijana Kijana Mwala on Instagram, or I'm going ham on Twitter. And this is the.walkinske. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms. Malkizy, bless up for that.
I appreciate it, man.
I've enjoyed that. I've learned a lot. I'm sure the people love as well. We look forward to the upcoming projects and all.
It's gonna be out. It's gonna be crazy.
Bless up for that.
I appreciate it, Maji. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Episode 6 Malkizy.
Yeah.
Stay running shit, car tease.
Hey.
You bitch, car wheezy. Take a margarita.
Tell me, do you see me? I got all these lines on me like a 3-piece. Got a bad bitch, she love me, she from Fiji. And I bust all on her tits like I'm E3.
Like a E3, outer space, car ET. All you niggas wanna be me. Make your bitch get on her knees.
Yeah, she get on her knees. I'ma make her squeeze, then I'll make her bleed. All my niggas free, all my niggas free. I'm in the walk-ins with my G.
Hey, I know we have a Malkizy, so make this look real easy.
Woo!
Once again, you niggas can't be me. Like brother boy, free me.
Hey, I got a 3-piece. Hey, she really need me. Hey, popping the pills and I'm on. I got a bad little bitch, she sucking my dick in it. No. I'm in the town, my city. You know that they love me, you know that I'm grown. I'm in the spot with my dog, yeah, with my dog. Hey, with my dog, yeah, with my dog. Hey.
Welcome back to the Walk-ins. It's Wham Going Ham, and you already know what we do on the show. We strive to give working artists and creatives a platform for them to continue developing their art and you, their avid fans, a wholesome experience. So as you know, this season 3, we're talking about startups, and this week we'd like to focus on outsourcing. We all know when you're starting a business or your career, you might not have all the necessary resources to push your goal further. So it's always important to outsource from friends and family, people in the same field as you, and you might get things at a cheaper rate, even free, and as well as socializing, of course, and connecting. Hey, Denver, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Welcome back. It's not your first time here, of course.
Not my first time on this side.
Yeah, we're going to get into that a bit later.
Yeah.
So this season on the Walk-ins, we're focusing on startups, and we're trying to get insight on how artists and other creators can develop their careers from learning from other creators. So Denver, this season on the Walk-ins, we're talking about startups and how creatives and artists in the industry and just everybody in general, how they can develop their career from learning from other creators and people maybe in the same field as them. So Denver, can you please highlight for us a moment in your life where outsourcing did something amazing for you, pushed your career further than maybe a place where you couldn't do it yourself?
Definitely. Good question. So in my career, which is basically working with artists and to get to a particular goal, I got to a point when I figured, guys call it IP, intellectual property, or like your network is something big. And for that was a resource for me, because to help an artist get from point A to point B, there are a couple of things in the middle that you're supposed to do. And if you have a solid, proper network of people who can actually do skills, and who share the same goal, then that's an important resource. So for me, outsourcing that was to look into the industry and look at people who already have such networks, but could still benefit from what I can put onto the table.
Yeah.
So my resource was maybe my networks and stuff like that.
I like that because we did talk about networking in one of the previous episodes. From what we know, you're a music executive.
I try to be.
You're in music management, and you term yourself as a creative consultant.
Creative consultant.
Can you touch base on exactly what those three things are, and what made you get into this field?
Let's start with that first. What made me get into this field? Well, back in school I did business, yeah. But most of us, or if not everyone, always has like a passion. So I've always liked being creative. You know, one of my hobbies is even like drawing and stuff like that. So it got to a point, most of the people I used to hang around were artists. But at the same time, I liked, you know, at the end of the day, you have to put some food on your table. You have to get some money.
It's a must.
So business comes into play. So fast forward till college is done, uni is done. I just figured, you know, there were so many people, and if you look at our industry, like in Kenya, it's a growing industry. We're not where we want to be. So I just got into the business of how to make music lucrative and how to make people's skills lucrative. To your first question, music management, basically it's just all about securing someone's art, yeah. So you could replace music with talent management or something like that. So it's just securing someone's art. Securing meaning if you create something, yeah, musicians, rappers, they create music. Artists create pieces. So if you create something, you have to see the benefits. So how do you get to that? The good thing is most of these things you just do with passion. So you find yourself doing 1,001 things. But at the end of the day, if you're happy, the artist is happy, you know, it's worth it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, when you first came on the show, you came during the first season, episode 5 with Malkizy.
Yeah, Marcus.
What's your relationship with Marcus?
Marcus and myself, we go way back, uni. So when he started getting serious with his music, I think our paths crossed. And at the time, I was also looking to work with artists, you know. So he's actually one of the first artists who trusted me enough to be like, yo, bro, come and help me push, you know, this music.
Yeah.
So at the time, he was doing The Underdog Must Rise. That was the album, the album he was dropping. So basically, the goal was, how do we drop this album and how do we just get to the next level?
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's great to hear that.
Yeah.
We also see you with the Kaka Empire team. Well, what's your role with the team, and how is it working with an artist such as King Kaka?
King Kaka.
Yeah.
Well, actually, funny you brought that up. What brought me to Kaka Empire was actually native mantra. So if there wasn't any native mantra to begin with, I doubt I'd have the chance to link up with such people.
How exactly did that come about?
Like when I mentioned me and Marcus were working together like on dropping his album, there's some things I was lacking and it was evident. We even had like meetings, bro. We're like, yo, guys, you know, you're coming up short. So in the industry, I was looking out for people I can learn from. For me, it was and still is, and it always will be a learning curve in this industry, you know. You always have to learn shit. So after we dropped the album, I went out personally and I was looking for growth. And so that hunger led me to Kaka Empire. For Kaka Empire, what I do is I'm in the management team. And I do studio management too.
All right.
So they have a studio where they do the recording.
Yeah.
So just having that running, having a producer always in there, doing his thing, having clients come in, and just having business for that studio. And then we have a couple of artists that we've signed and we work with.
One thing about Denver that the people don't know.
Yeah? Oh, one thing guys don't know about me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Fikiria sana.
What do guys know about me? I play b-ball. I draw. I play the violin sometimes.
Yeah.
I like learning things. I'm doing sound production now, so most people out there don't know that about me. Guys actually just think I'm in business. So yeah, I do a couple of things, those things. Yeah.
So I'll definitely be outsourcing you for a lot of things in the near future.
Man, for sure.
And yeah, you've been on tour with King Kaka.
Uh-huh.
Maybe just tell us like a highlight of being on tour. Is it as crazy as we think it is, like overseas compared to over here?
Overseas kuna gongaje. Well, it's cool, you know. Damn, you learn a lot. It's a high pace time, you know, especially like when he's doing his album. Then after that we did the album tour.
Yeah. How long were you guys on tour for?
Probably like 4 months.
Jesus.
Something like 4 months.
Wow.
But then there were some breaks. It was okay. And actually when I started working with them is when they started all these tours and everything. So it was like baptism by fire. It was nice. You experience a lot of stuff like cultures and all that. But then again, the work. You know, at the end of the day, ni job.
It's work.
Ni job, because people, and you'll understand me. Like people just get the end result.
I was gonna ask you what else are you up to, but you told us
What
you're
else
doing
I'm up to?
music production.
What else I'm up to? That's a good question. You know, us ninjas, we're always up to something, yeah.
Tell the people.
Yeah. Well, funny you asked. I was with the record label I'm with, just for a period of time. It was to learn, you know. I always had the dream of getting to do my own thing, getting to create memorable things that, you know, will leave footprints on this earth, you know. So now my next move is actually looking for my next mountain to climb, because there was one point working with people like King Kaka, you know, Femi One, Timmy Tita, and just getting to know what they do was like a mountain to scale on. So at this point, I'm actually trying to look for another mountain, and yeah, get to the next point.
Thank you so much for that. I've learned a lot. I'm sure these guys at home have learned a lot as well.
For real?
Right. Tell the people your name, your handles,
my names,
where they can get you on social media.
My name is Latim Denver, and you can find me on my social media, yeah? On IG, Latim Denver, Facebook, Latim Denver, Twitter, Latim Denver @nonchalant. Let's link up, hit me a DM, because most of the time people don't know what, or haven't figured out how best to like accomplish the dream. I'm talking creative wise. So just getting to pull together a team and build your network is good for you. So holler at me, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I think on Instagram you can call someone. Yeah. So my business details are there, everything. My email, latimsworld@gmail.com. So yeah, that's how guys can reach out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Guys, as you can see, Dumbo's a very friendly guy, so outsource.
Yeah, I don't bite, man.
Outsource.
I don't bite.
And yeah, try to get a deal at a fair rate, get some advice as a consultant, all of that. And where I'm going ham, Kijana wa Malwa on Instagram, Twitter, where I'm going ham. And this is the.walkinske. Follow us on all social media handles at the.walkinske.
Big drip, walk-ins.
Yeah. Bless up for that, bro.
Bless up, man.